Welcome to Lane Stadium, home of the Virginia Tech Hokies. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me as always, and this will send chills up your spine. It's time for Enter Sandman. And the Hokies will kick it away to start us off. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Bringing the heat. Finds his man. It's Daniels. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Got his man on the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds a man on the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football out.
And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. Stumbled to the ground.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
And the Canes decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. To the ground with the back. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
They didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5. And picking up the first down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. Wants to throw. It's Drones. Pulls it in. It's Selden. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. First down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Selden. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Love that throw. I'll tell you, he keeps making more of those. Lane Stadium and this incredible crowd is going to be going nuts. We've called games here plenty of times in the past. This is one of the best venues in all of college football, and this guy right now is heating up at the QB position. Watch out. It's going to be a sonic boom in here.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
The Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the wideout. He'll do it himself. Still running at the 40. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
And the Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Drones. Under fire. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Can find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Guys, you have to believe Virginia Tech has had this one circled. Just last year, they were victims to the lunacy and perhaps questionable calls that Miami was able to pull it out at the very end. The Canes just did that over and over again.
And Miami did it all year long. This was kind of the start of it, right? The Hail Mary, the review, like, was it really a catch? Was it not? I kind of thought it was a catch. I thought it should have remained on the field. And I got a feeling, Jesse, Virginia Tech fans probably didn't forget that.
No, and the players didn't either. You know it. They're fired up, ready to go in this one. You think back to that game, how good Cam Ward was late in it. Can Carson Beck be that guy in this one? Because you know Virginia Tech showed up here to take this thing off.
Fires fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, after that touchdown, the crowd here at Lane Stadium is absolutely going crazy. This is one of the great environments and best fan bases in all of college football. Exit light, enter night.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's back. Got it set up on the outside. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bauman. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete to the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Jukes his way for more. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's back. Right on the money. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get the getting started here in the second. Got it behind the line. It's Bauman. Touchdown, Miami! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go right back to it. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Going to the running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Green. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get them jacked up. It'll get them excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Drones. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Selden. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
And the Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay a nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback, and you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a fourth down.
Oh, the attempt is no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to pass. It's back. Finds his man in the middle. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Turning it on! And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. It's Fletcher. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. If he keeps getting protection in time like that, he won't even have to put his uniform in the laundry.
No, and average quarterbacks look really good when they have time and good protection. He's an elite player. You give him that kind of time, that kind of protection, it's going to be a long day defensively.
Got it in the middle. It's Bauman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Off the play fake on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Canes.
This guy is such a weapon for this offense, especially down in the red area, because of his speed and his size. He's a nice target right there on the post. You see him. It's just really hard to box him out and prevent him from catching the football. Good decision by the QB, and it results in a touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The give out of the gun. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. The play action fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stewart. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Scanning the field, it's Drones. Rushes on him. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
The Hokies will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Leaves it with the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Canes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's looking to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Dropping back, it's back. Caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Yeah, and I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
The Hurricanes are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Drones. Flips it out to the back. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying play action. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Green. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Keith. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Well, they're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage, and hey, quarterback's got to be able to get it to him quickly because he knows that defender's going to be driving on the ball. So really nice job, not hesitating, getting it to him, and then he gets what he can get after the catch.
Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Snagged out of the air. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That's caught. It's Green. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, goes and gets a first down.
The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Drones. Grabbed in the middle, it's Selden.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Green. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. Fires to the tight end.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the 2nd level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
And the Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a gap. It's Stewart. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking to throw, it's Drones. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
The Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
Let's get two.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Green. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength. With the catch, it's Heath. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is on its way. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Caught behind the line. It's Fletcher. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Makes the grab. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Beck. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The pull and throw off the RPO. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
The RPO, it's complete. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle, it's Lofton.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on Denver.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23. Looking to throw, it's back. Caught close to the marker, it's Fletcher. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
This crowd knows when to bring it. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down will open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle, it's Fletcher. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
With the run on 1st and goal. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Back to pass, it's Drones. Finds his big tight end. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He tries to take the top off. Pulls it in down the sideline. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Green. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. You start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys, they've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Beck. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Still on his feet at the 45. Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Canes. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown.
Virginia's end, 7.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Motion from the wide receiver. He's in open space downfield. Sweet cut there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Back to throw, it's Drones. Makes the grab. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
And the Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. They'll move the tight end. On fourth down, going to the air. Lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete on fourth down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
And the Canes trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out quickly. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Virginia Tech, 7.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner will be brought down. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it, we didn't get it, and the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. He finds a little bit of room to operate. He goes out of bounds at the 12.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air. It's Drones. And the completion to the sideline. A solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
The Hokies will punt this one away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Just needs a crack to get a return. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Makes the catch, breaks the tackle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Snagged in the middle. It's Bauman. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Got it in the middle, it's Bauman. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. They'll try to power it in. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.